System malfunction.
Kick, drum,
bass, bass, bass.
Welcome to my channel. Stay tuned if you want to see how I did these nails. Now let's get straight to it. Alright, so I'm going to show you the type of tips I use for these specific sets. Alright you guys, so these are prepped and ready to go so that at the end of the video I can just pop these right off. Alright you guys, so basically I'm showing you how much glue I put onto my nail beds and how long I keep pressing onto those nail tips so that these nails won't just like slip off, because like I said, my nail beds are prepped so that at the end of the video I can just pop these nails right off. So I'm showing you exactly how I do it, and next I'm going to show you how curvy these nails are compared to a regular straight nail tip. So you can see the difference right there, and these aren't too curvy. There are just different types of curves out there. And now I am just going to file the sides, the side walls from both sides so that the nail tip's not hanging. So yeah, keep watching.
I love you.
So I'm using this honey fan acrylic brush that I asked for it to be pinched, and it doesn't charge you extra, which is really cool. I've said it before many times, but I think that's like super cool. And I'm using this Kiara Sky Emma monomer. So I have my line of neon acrylics, and I'm using neon pink, flamingo red, and I'll leave the link in the description box. So now I'm just going to show you a method that I learned from V's channel. I think it's called V Nailed It, and I basically just wet my acrylic brush, scrape all of it for a small bead, and then twist it, like kind of just turn my brush, dip it in there, and that's a small bead. And on the medium bead, I wet my acrylic brush, scrape it halfway, then turn it, tap 2 times, and then that's the medium bead. And then for a large bead, I go ahead and wet all my acrylic brush again, and I only kind of tap at the end of the brush, tap, and then turn it, and then I go ahead and tap 3 times, 1, 2, 3. And if you want to get more acrylic, then just leave your brush a little more in the powder, and the brush kind of just sucks it up. So that's large bead right there, and I'll leave the link, but I did learn this method from V's channel. So basically after because I did search up a lot of like ways, and I looked for a lot of ways trying to learn how to powder to liquid ratio, and when I found this just really helped me a lot. So that's why I wanted to show you guys, because if I did it, maybe it will help you guys too. And basically I'm going to use this method. I am so sorry about that. So ever since I stopped looking for the perfect way to do it, and I've been using this technique. So basically I'm going to put a medium bead right where I laid it, and then once I find the right thickness, then I'm just going to basically like brush it downwards, and then I am going to use a small bead for the end of the tip. And then when I get to my cuticles, I'll be using a medium bead. But yeah, this really did help me a lot, you guys. I basically learned everything I know from watching YouTube videos. I mean, it does help a lot to watch just different videos, kind of, because what works for me doesn't mean that it's gonna work for you, or everybody does it different. There's so many ways to do it, and you just gotta find the right one that fits you. So now I'm gonna use a small bead for the tip, and I'm just going to place it right on the end of the tip, the nail tip and then just brush it upwards, kind of just mix it in with the first bead. Basically, I'm going to be doing this to the rest of my nails, and if you feel like you maybe missed a spot or you didn't do it evenly on a certain side, or just add more acrylic, as long as you get to know the acrylic and know how to work it more, you'll like be more confident and stuff. So I noticed that I needed more acrylic right there, so I'm going to use a small bead and place it right there, and then just kind of like mix it in with the first and second bead.
I love you.
Alright you guys, so another thing, make sure that you maintain that curve, because if you add too much acrylic, the curve kind of fades away if you're adding too much like acrylic on the tip, then you'll kind of lose that curve slowly. Now what I'm doing is using a medium bead and then just kind of placing it like a hair length away from the cuticles, and then just gently just dragging the acrylic downwards. And then if you feel like you need more acrylic there, then you go ahead and add it in small. I feel like if you like miss a spot or you didn't add enough acrylic, you should just grab small beads, because if you add like more than what you need, then you'll have to file a lot more. And then sometimes if you don't if you're leave your acrylic with lumps and bumps, then you would have to just file that. And you guys, my brush isn't working with me because I did use this brush for like experiments on my TikTok, and it's kind of like not spread evenly, like the bristles are all messed up, you guys. So this brush left a lot of lumps and bumps, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip a lot of the e-filing because I want to make this video short. So if you see that you miss spots, you just go ahead and add acrylic to those little like lumps. I'm going to grab my hand file and then just file the sidewalls, kind of just trying to shape up these nails from the sides. And then after that, I'm going to grab my e-file and then start from filing my cuticles, like around the cuticle area. Alright you guys, and now I'm going to grab my e-file, and I've had this e-file for about 2 years. I bought it for like $68, and this is the Macart e-file, and I'm using a not polished 5-in-1 drill bit. So what I do basically, I'm just going to show you up close. I'm going to zoom this in. Alright, so basically I just stick my pinky out and I start filing near the cuticle. I start from the right side to the left side, and I count in my head 1, 2, 3, and then I move my drill around. And so I go 1, 2, 3, and then I move it 1, 2, 3. So once I'm done filing from right to left, I go ahead and start filing like around the bed area, and then once I'm done with that area, I basically start filing downwards. And I always try to move my nail around and look at it from like sideways, and just so many ways that you can take a look at your nail to see if there's any lumps or bumps. And just make sure that you don't burn yourself, and you file like slowly, because in the beginning when I first started, I used to try and do it fast, and I would burn myself a lot, and it's just better to do everything slowly. Take your time, don't rush yourself. You'll get it as long as you practice like every single day. So yeah, once I you'll get the hang of it. Just keep going, and this is basically how I file my nails. I know everybody does it different, but this is the way I learned. You guys, and another thing, it took me a long time to find the right drill bit for me, because I used the Macart drill bits and I didn't like it. But if you like invest on like better things, it does help a lot. Like the not polished acrylic, that did help me a lot. Their 5-in-1 drill bit, which is the one I'm using, it did help a lot because they work better and it does cut on some time, so you'll finish faster, you'll leave things better, and it's always good. I mean, not everything that's expensive works good, but just try to do your research and try to like invest in better things, and I think that your nails will come out better. Like right now, I'm gonna try to look for better acrylic, not acrylic brush, nail art brush, because the one I purchased from a cart, it's a 3-piece. I think it was like 18 bucks. I didn't quite like it in the beginning. It did help me a lot because it's it's cheap, but now that I'm trying to re-up my game, I need better brush. So yeah, you guys, now I'm just dusting these off, and you see how curvy it looks, you guys? I love these curvy nails. Alright, you guys, so now I am not going to do a voiceover on this flame nails, because I didn't really like how these brush, they were not helping at all. I am just like ready to get a new art brush. I do like this gel, kind of, sometimes this gel, this is from Young Nails. It's called Precision Mission Control Gel from Young Nails. Sometimes I do have some trouble with it, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes when you add too much gel, and then you stick it in the lamp, and the nail lamp, and you cure it, I don't know, it shrinks kind of like a raisin. So it moves out of place. I don't know if you have this gel or if you've used it, but I've done my research and it's happened to other girls, so I know I'm not the only one. So I am also ready to invest on a new gel. But when I first started, all of this helped me. I'm not gonna say that it's completely bad. No, it's literally worth its money. But I'm ready to invest on better things, and I hope you guys like my video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check out my website. I have cool neon acrylics. I am going to leave a link of everything I've used on my description box. Please share my videos, and let me know if you're still here. Drop a comment, don't be shy, and I'll see you guys later.